Hey everybody, so today we talked about circle equations and how we can turn something like this into the standard form of a circle equation. So this is going to be example E from your homework tonight. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now on this problem, the first thing that we need to do, since there's something in front of x and y, is we need to divide everything by that number. So since this is a 7, we're going to divide each term individually by 7. So we end up with 7 divided by 7 is 1, so x squared and y squared and 10x and 12y and 252 divided by 7 is 36. Okay, so there's step 1, divide everything by 7. Then we're going to group everything. So we're going to put our x's with our x's and our y's with our y's, and we're going to put all the other numbers on the other side. So x squared minus 10x, because we're just putting those two together. And then plus y squared minus 12y, because those two go together. Equals, and then I'm going to subtract 36 from both sides to put negative 36 over here. So I've just kind of rearranged the equation. Nothing's changed dramatically. We're just rearranging things a little bit. Then I'm going to take the number that's with the x, so the negative 10, and I'm going to divide it by 2. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. So to start my final rewrite here, we're going to start with x minus 5 squared. So the negative 5 just goes right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the y. So the number that's with my y is negative 12. Negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. So I'm going to say plus y minus 6 squared. And then it's still equal to negative 36, but not really, because you know what happened here? When I did the x minus 5, I put it inside with the square. And the minus 6, I put it inside with the square. So really, I added 5 squared and 6 squared to this side of the equation. So what I have to do now is, since I did that, negative 5 squared is 25, right? And negative 6 squared is 36. So I have to add 25 and 36 to the right-hand side of the equation. So what I'm going to do for my final rewrite of everything is I'm going to combine these like terms over here. So my complete final answer for the equation will be, I still have my x minus 5 squared plus my y minus 6 squared, and then negative 36 plus 25 plus 36 is just 25. So that's my equation. And then we were also asked to find the center and the radius once we get this equation. So my center is just 5, 6. My radius is 5 because the square root of 25 is 5. And my x-coordinate of the center is 5, y-coordinate of the center is 6. So that's the other part of my answer here. Okay, so just to kind of recap real quick what we did. Step 1, we divided everything by 7 because 7 was in front of x and y. Then we regrouped everything. We put the x's with the x's and the y's with the y's. We took the number with the x and divided it by 2. To get negative 5, and we wrote x minus 5 squared. We did the same thing with the y. We took the negative 12 with the y, divided it by 2, and got negative 6. That's where the y minus 6 squared came from. And then we had the negative 36 over here, but we added the squared numbers over here. So we had to add the squared numbers on the other side as well, so we had to take negative 5 squared, which is 25, and negative 6 squared, which is 36, and add them to the right-hand side. and we end up with this for our final equation, and 5, 6 for our center, and 5 for our radius. Alright, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Go ahead and finish up with your homework.